Hey everybody, what's going on? It's Dan here. Time for another episode of First Bite, and I have an interesting one for you today. Do you remember the restaurant Ben's? Ben's Family Restaurant. Those of you that have been around the Brandon-Seffner area for a long time probably remember it on Highway 60, just to the east of Kingsway Road. You remember it burned down, they reopened it, rebuilt it, and I think they might have even changed ownership in there at some point, and it just never caught on like it did before back in the day when it was open. They closed down. Now it's something different. Crafty Crab Seafood. I've heard about this place. I've been wanting to try it. This is right next to Sabor a Mexico, which happens to be my, probably, I would guess, off the top of my head, my current favorite Mexican restaurant, but that's a whole different subject. I haven't reviewed that yet. I've heard mixed things about Crafty Crab. Let me go ahead real quick and give you the exact address for this place, too. This is at 704 East Brandon Boulevard, Brandon, Florida, 33511. I have heard mixed reviews. I've heard that the food's really good, but the service wasn't very good. I also heard these things right around the time they first opened, too, so they might have had some kinks to get worked out in their service. Anyway, I ordered a crab boil. Now, I don't know how you do that to go. I haven't looked in the bag. I'm curious to see this. On their menu, basically what it is, if you're ordering the crab boil, basically you pick which seafood you want, whether you want the scallops or the shrimp or the blue crab, and I think you could even do a combo for a little bit more money. Of course, my idiot self, I picked the most expensive one. I picked the king crab legs, and my bill came to $45.06.
And you're over by just a few dollars.
$45.06. Now, granted, I did add an extra corn. That was an extra $3 to add a corn. I added a side of hush puppies. That was $4.55. If I had just ordered the king crab legs, it would have been $36.98 before tax. So we're a little on the pricey side, but hopefully it's good. So if you're doing the boil, basically, like I said, you pick your seafood, you pick which seasoning you want, whether you want it the original crab seasoning, the Cajun seasoning or whatever it's called, the garlic butter, the lemon pepper, or you can do the boom. The boom! All three of them mixed together. Then you add what, or they tell you whether you want it mild, medium, or hot. I got it mild because I'm not a spicy kind of person. Anyway, let's get into this bag and check this out. What in the... Oh my God. Look at that. That's probably the hush puppies. That's probably some tartar sauce right there. Why don't we, it's a cool little logo. Crafty Crab. Good Lord, look at that. Look at that. Let's try the hush puppy real quick. I'll get hush puppies. I know what you guys are going to ask me. Better or worse than Long John Silver's? It's a hush puppy. It's fried batter. Is any of it really going to taste bad? That's a toss-up. It just depends on which flavor you like more. I gotta get a big bowl and lay this all. I don't know, how am I going to do this? Hang on. Let me find a bowl. I got this massive serving bowl here. It smells incredible. I mean, the smell is just like you would not believe. I'm just going to tear the bag open and just dump it. I mean, can you see this? Can you see this? This looks... I'm actually going to have to stop my camera right now. I'm going to have to stop the video so that I can take a picture of this, actually. All right. Wow. So Right off the top of my head, I want to know something. I have a question. I know the total check was like 45, but before tax and before I added the hush puppies and the extra corn, it was like 38 bucks. Is that normal? I feel like I'm out of the loop. I feel like I paid through the nose for something that shouldn't have cost that much. Like I could have got a pound of king crab legs at Costco and boiled them myself, and it would have been way cheaper. Like, the markup on this is just ridiculous, just insane. Let me try the corn is damn good. I like the seasoning. Potato, why not? Everything so far was good. The corn, the potato. But let me tell you something. Like, when I go out to eat, I want to get something that I can't eat at home. I want to go to a place that it's worth paying for the trouble. I think I can get these seasonings and go to Costco and get these crab legs and get this corn and get these potatoes and throw it in a pot on my stove for way less than I paid for this. I grabbed a piece of the king crab from the joint or the knuckle right here, or whatever you call it. That's good. That's really good. I'm trying to eat this. I'm trying to look at the spikes on there. I'm about to murder my frickin' hands. How am I supposed to eat that? How? I need like a hammer or... There we go. There we go. It seems like I've had a slightly better flavor out of king crab at some point. Look at that. That cracked and came right out. Is that worth 38 bucks? I mean, the flavor is really good. But, you know, here again, and this is where I kind of have to be a little bit of a jerk. Everybody's going to say, oh, don't give this a bad score. The food is good. And I usually don't let outside factors influence my score. I usually don't talk about price when I do these reviews, unless it's a good price and I'm like, hey, great value, check this out. When the value proposition, or lack thereof, starts to overshadow the food, that's when I start taking note by way of a lower score. It's like a 4.1. Sorry. I'm not having it. I can go to Costco and get all this and do this myself. No, I'm not having it. I mean, the flavor was good, and that's the only reason it got the score that it did. Value-wise, the value sucks on this. I'm sorry. I mean, even for something expensive like king crab, no, not having it. Make sure to ask for a menu with prices on it. It was really good. I wouldn't say great. I would say really good. Price point, no bueno. When I was cleaning up, after I was done eating, I also found that they had included a plastic baggie with a fork and a wet wipe and some gloves and this really cool bib. Unfortunately, there was so little food in this crab boil, I didn't even have enough food to end up making a mess in the first place. So it was kind of a moot point. That's it. Deuces. Dan is out. Gotta go. It's been another episode of First Bite.